This one. Oh, okay. So yeah, if you guys want to join my alliance, you are welcome to do so. You are welcome to join my alliance if you wish to do so. Ooh. Centaur bow. Hello. Illusionary gem. Okay. Boots of swiftness. Veteran's diary. Ooh, nice. Do one more. Oh, okay. Whew. Aligns to level 5. Oh, perfect. Who can I equip it to?
Thank you for thinking of me.
I ain't seen many of these about. I'm stronger now.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. Okay, interesting. Claim that, claim.
Do you remember the mysterious stone you gave me, my lord?
Congrats on more merch. I just need to. I just need to have really. I had to set it up. I completely forgot that I had merch. Not gonna lie, I completely forgot that I even had it.
Gwanwyn brought it back with her when she interrupted the Darkling's ritual.
Oh.
I've been researching it for a while, and I think I've discovered something.
What did you?
Come have a look.
Have you discovered? Ooh, okay. Replay? Why would we want to replay? Person remorse started. Tap to continue. Edrian has discovered that mana shares a common origin with the dark force within mana, yet has yet to discover a way to purify it. Decided to make use of Kella's wide-ranging network of contacts while also pursuing woe. Few rays of sunshine pierce the mist. You see Kella sitting on a step and staring into space. Odd. What's up?
I went to Millstone Village today. Got a friend who's in the hospital there. His name's Albert. We're both members of the Merchants Guild.
Mm-hmm. Rawr! The hospital? Is it serious?
He's in pretty bad shape. Bloodied and bruised. I couldn't bear to look at him. Last time I saw him, we were drawing up plans to start exporting stripling trees to the south. He said we could start working together as soon as he'd finished moving his last shipment of ore.
You're talking Arajan and Gwawin approach you.
Are you talking about the caravan that was heading south?
Yeah. How'd you know, Gwanwyn?
I heard they came under attack from a giant bear. Only the captain got out alive.
Yep, that was Albert's team. Vestals at Millstone Village say Albert's wounds came from a giant bear, and they could sense dark magic coming from inside them. When I saw him, he was in and out of consciousness. He managed to get a few words out. Bear. Curse. That was all.
From the sound of it, that was no ordinary giant bear.
Dark magic. Curses. It must be the work of the Darklings.
Keller, do you know the route Albert's caravan took?
Anira is doing good, Carissa. Much appreciated for asking. Yeah, I'm just doing a little sponsorship thing about Call of Dragons. So far, we have not encountered dragons. We have encountered the Hydra, but we haven't fought a Hydra yet. So, yeah. Going literally into the story and leveling up as much as we can. Oh.
Albert told me he was taking ore to the south. If they were taking the usual route, they'd have passed Antler Cave. There's a Merchant's Guild rest stop there. If Albert left any notes behind, they might be nearby.
Yeah, I have to fight a Hydra, and then I have to fight a Hydra, a bear, a bird. There's a couple of bosses I need to fight if I want to proceed.
My lord, we need to find out the truth about the attack on this caravan. It might lead us to more clues about Manastone.
Take me with you. I've got to find out why Albert was attacked. If there's even the slightest hint of a clue, my drunkie'll be able to sniff out the truth.
I'll send some scouts to Antler Cave ahead of us.
I'd better get ready to head out.
Had this before. You notice claw marks and blood stains on the tree trunk next to the entrance of the cave. Sorry, this is chocolate and I'm that I'm breaking apart. Can I have any leftover Hydra meat? When it's done, when I have defeated it, but I'm pretty sure defeating a Hydra will be maybe a tomorrow quest. Because I'm still only level 6 and I'm trying to get to level 11 at least. So, you guys, like I said, you guys can join me. You guys can join me in this adventure. By the looks of it, the bloodstains are imprints left by a human hand. You hold your breath, preparing to fight a bear. A moment passes. No sound comes from the cave mouth, but the whistling of the wind. Into the cave and take a good look around, or don't risk it, let Drunky sniff around. Let Drunky sniff around. Though covered with fur, you can sense the wisdom of bravery shining in Drunky's eyes. You watched him walk deeper into the cave with an air of certainty. In no time at all, he returns with a scrap of parchment in his mouth, which he places gently in your mouth. Hello has told you of the unfortunate incident that has befallen Albert, her merchant's guild colleague. Bit of the truth behind the attack, as well as clues regarding Manastone, you head towards Antler.
Nice work, honey. I knew you wouldn't let me down. You're reliable, just like Drunky.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Let me see what's written here first.
So, are these things from the caravan?
Yep. There's a couple things missing from the notes, but it's enough to confirm it.
Looks like he took notes every day.
Yep. Merchants are used to writing daily logs.
Hmm.
The road is a dangerous place. If something happens, our experiences are the most valuable thing we can leave behind. Dangerous spots on the road, the best caves for sleeping, that kind of thing. That's why you always take notes. Even when he was badly wounded, Albert insisted on writing until he couldn't write anymore. He was no coward, that's for sure.
Did everything he could.
From the look of Albert's notes, he came upon the Darklings while they were performing their curse ritual on a bear.
Again?
Darn red eyes.
Sorry to interrupt, Your Grace. Our scouts say there's a group of trolls coming this way. There's mana stone embedded in their bodies and they look furious.
Oh boy. Everyone get ready for battle.
Ready.
Wow, level 8? Oh my god, they're level 8. But this guy only takes an hour. Hour. Five hours? Jesus Christ. Ay, ay, ay. Well, guys, we're gonna do this. Getting to a town, honestly. Own war pets. You.
Many years ago, we were blessed with divine guidance. The Augurstone bears the inscriptions of sages from eras past. You can learn more about the past and future of Tamaris by checking the Augurstone.
The time for prayer has passed. You shall build mighty lighthouses to banish the darkness. Must upgrade the cities to level 4 by the end of the countdown. Oof. Hi, Trey. Light guides the way. Oh, okay. Basic CP recovery. Perfect. What do we got? Oh? Another hero? Snow Owl Nika. An assassin who prowls the street at night. It's dirty work, but she does it with a smile. Nice. Oh? You? It's you! Baldur, a highly experienced royal court mage who always has a trick up in his sleeve, except when it comes to his little sister. Hi. Welcome to the team, I suppose. I got a gold. That's a good one. I've got a gold hero recruitment. Jeez. I level up. Oh, not level you up, but yeah, level you up. Never mind. It's just level up your skills. What's going on here? Oh? Not working? Question mark? Apparently it's not working. This is the Dragon Trail. This is... oh, this is one. Letters. Fragment of Albert's journal. Year 1196, March 23rd. What was supposed to be a sunny day ended up without any sun. The fog has become thicker and thicker. Sheldon spoke of trolls prowling around Antler Cave. Quite a few passerby have been injured, and this route is no longer safe. Alina has also agreed to the detour. After all, we had decided when we set off that we carve out a new trade route with a trip to the south. Oh, Leoza, may your blessings scatter this. This means. Year 1196, March 24th. Perhaps I should have held Nash back. His curiosity always gets the better of him. Perhaps Blank had no intention to traverse this more unmarked path in the first place. If I had done so, Miles and the others wouldn't have ended up a broken Blank laying in the giant bear's cave. A dark blank I've never seen before illuminated our faces. Mana Stone was blank like a nail into the spine of a giant bear. Alina told me to run, her hand wrenched from mine and rolled backwards into the grass. Behind me, screams of agony ended abruptly. I actually managed to escape. There's no going back now. I discarded my blank and then abandoned my friends. I couldn't save anyone. Year 1196, March 25th. How ironic. I've actually arrived at that cave. The giant bear's last claw swipe blank, the tree trunk. As unlucky blank for him, but a curse for me. Now as I live on a borrowed time, my mind keeps recalling my blank. The wailing of the bear became one with the wailing of blank. Has blood filled my vision? It is so cold, so cold. Milestone Village is just ahead. I need to get there at least, even if I have to crawl. I need to tell the people about this. I need to warn them to prepare for the blank. I don't dare to light a fire I no longer have the energy anyway. Just want to write out everyone's names at least once. Sheldon, me, Blankes, Elena, and Nat. Alright, so Centaur Bow. After taking another breath to calm himself, Zurbag decided it was time to try his luck. For the moment he poked his head out of the cave, he felt himself pulled back in by powerful. The figure behind him was a Centaur scout. He spoke in a low, hurried voice. "Make no sound, come with me." Shortcut. Only once Zurbag had nodded his assent did the Centaur remove the hand clamped over his mouth. Damn it, they're gaining on us. Zurbag had no time to stop and count exactly how many Darklings had descended on him, but it was certainly more than he had any hope of defeat. The head start afforded to him by the Centaur's shortcut was rapidly dwindling. Now he had no choice but to stand and fight alone. That is, until he noticed the Centaur scout still standing beside. Go! Quickly! You can still outrun them! Zurbag stood rooted to the spot, readying himself for death. But the sound of hoof prints never came. Go! What are you waiting? Only response to his question was a sudden hail of arrows, swift and precise, dispatching his pursuers without mercy. Don't just stand there! I missed a few. They're all yours. That's a good bow. What's this one? Boots of Swiftness. The Battle of the Hexwood was fought in an environment of constant changes in fortune. In order to send messages to the front line as quickly as possible, many soldiers chose to don these magic boots. Although the Boots of Swiftness would increase their traveling speed for a short while, the fatigue that followed would leave them practically unable to walk. Bone Cleaver. Are you sure you want to accept this order? The assistant was puzzled, but the weaponsmith kept his silence. I don't even understand what we're receiving as payment for this order. Something meat? The assistant tried his best to read the handwriting on the scroll, then chased after the weaponsmith. And we need to prioritize this order? He asked reluctantly. You want us to complete it before the order for that noble house? The weapon master focused on selecting suitable materials and sketched a few designs on a notebook in his hand. But the nagging voice that sounded like the buzzing of a fly was too annoying, so he couldn't help giving the reminder. Think carefully about which is more important. On one side were orcs ready to fight the Darklings on the front lines with their axes. On the other side, a noble who just wanted to show off a blade worthy of their social status. He thought the answer was self-evident. Finally understand, the assistant peeled his eyes from the scroll and looked at him. They're paying us in giant lizard meat. I never realized you liked it. Next one is a veteran's diary. June 16, cloudy. March. It is so hot and there's no time to rest. We were ambushed. Thankfully, our losses were few. A recruit almost stepped into a trap, but I saved him in time. The page has been heavily. June 18, heavy rain. Heavy rain isn't the best of weather. I can already imagine how difficult it will be to walk in the mud after the rain stops. But it has given me the luxury of taking a break. A shortage of supplies is unavoidable when one goes deep behind enemy lines. I have looked hungrily at that new recruit one too many times. Next few pages. June X. Handwriting is stout. The recruit died. I dragged him back to the trench but he was too heavily wounded. Before he died, he gave me a token he received from his newly-wed wife and asked me to tell her not to wait for a person who would return. I remembered her after a while. The spear stuck in her body looked quite similar to the one that killed the recruit. I think I will be reunited with her soon. Joe, did you find anything great today? Joe closed the old book in his hand and stuffed it into his pocket. Nothing really, just an old, worn-out book. By the way, do we have any business that will take us to Dawngrad soon? The next one is illusory gems. The black-robed mage's arrival came as a happy surprise to his father. With the muttering of a single incantation, a small pile of beautifully shaped, lustrous gems appeared. Father turned and entered the store. A few moments later, he left, having exchanged his handful of gems for a finely wrapped gift box. He could imagine the joy on his daughter's face when she received it. And though when they were passing by a few days before, her eyes had been glued to the sight of a large toy dog. Today was her birthday, and she deserved only the finest the world had to offer. And he could have bought it without issue if not for the fact that his own store had been closed on the night of burning stars. Just one evening with it would be enough. Tomorrow, while she was still asleep, he would sneak out to return to the store. In the end, he returned home with a gift box far smaller than the first, but she tore it open excitedly and wrapped her arms around him nonetheless. I love this little doggy so much. I want to take him wherever I go. I'm putting him right in my pocket. He turned for a moment to hide his tears and was suddenly joyfully certain that he made the right decision. Should be it. I like the stories of this. I really do. Right. This, I don't know if I...
I'll teach them all a lesson.
Oh. Can you stop using
I'll
this guy?
teach them all a lesson. Enemies, dead ahead!
We have to defeat these guys. We can do it. No, we can.
Just as it should be.
Yes! Perfect. You defeated the trolls, but something about their expressions strikes you as odd.
Am I imagining it? When the trolls fell to the ground, it looked like I do when I finished unloading a fully stocked wagon.
What, like they were relieved?
That's exactly it, hon. You are just as smart as Drunky.
When the trolls were struck down, mana stone fragments fell from their bodies. When they did, their evil aura faded. It seems the mana stone was yet to take root.
They seemed a lot happier, too. So does that mean that if we could take down the cursed bears y'all were talking about, they'd be freed from the curse just like those trolls were?
We cannot be sure. Trolls and giant bears are two very different creatures.
I know. It'd take Drunky a couple hundred kicks to take down a troll. But if he was up against a giant bear...
It'd take him a couple of thousand?
What? No, he'd run away.
Indeed, behemoths like the giant bear, born during the Age of Dawn, are far bigger and stronger than trolls. As long as there are vast quantities of intact mana stone out there, the forces of darkness will only grow stronger.
As we were clearing up the battlefield, we discovered plenty of darkling tracks. The villagers say there's a giant bear lair not far from here. They seem to be heading in that direction.
They could be preparing for a ritual as we speak. There's no time to lose, my lord.
Let's head out.